So I have this theory that money is a frequency, and if you don't align with it, there's no amount of hustle that you can do to change the number in your bank account. Let's talk about it. So I've been helping people with finance and investments for the last 3 years, and I've been a energy worker for the last 5 years. And before my spiritual awakening, I used to work in IT. Now, anybody who is going through a spiritual awakening or who has gone through a spiritual awakening has an understanding that your spirit does not allow you to do anything that does not align with you. So really quick story time, and then I'm going to leave the rest for part two. Now, while I was going through my spiritual awakening, my body started to get really ill when it was time for me to go to work, and or I would get crippling depression out of nowhere. And eventually it was so hard for me to stay at a job for more than 4 to 5 months. Now, mind you, I lived in LA around this time. You guys are going to think this is crazy, but I did not know what my spirit wanted me to do, but I knew it was not that. And after a while of going back and forth to jobs and only lasting 4 to 5 months before I wanted to quit, I got to this point where I refused to work for companies. And that consequence ended me living in my car for 4 months. Now, anyone who lives in LA and started their entrepreneur journey in LA knows that living in your car is part of the journey. Now, while I was living in my car, that's when I discovered entrepreneurship and getting it from the mud, honey. But just because I had discovered entrepreneurship did not mean that I aligned with the frequency of money. And honestly, I actually thought that entrepreneurship was going to be the holy grail and the end all be all of my struggling, honey. But that wasn't actually the rescue that I thought it would be, because again, I had not aligned with the vibration of money yet. Now, if you guys want to know the shift that had to happen to not only align me with financial freedom, but also align me with money and become a investor as well as a full-time traveler and nomad, you have to stay tuned for part two.